Greetings and salutations, this is Imperator Vespasian and his trusty sidekick.
Hello.
We're just going to be having a look today at the anti-tank rifles for the Polish army for bolt action. And you get one of these, this chap here, in the standard infantry box. Then you can get, there's another pack you can buy from Warlord, Warlord Games, who have... it's got a sniper team in it, as a anti-tank rifle who's prone and firing, and all sorts of other stuff. So if you go along to their site and have a look around, you can find a different pack. There's also a command pack which has different command figures in, which is irrelevant for now. But this one, you've got the prone anti-tank rifle and the anti-tank rifle who is carrying the rifle on his shoulder, and they're really cool figures. But all the Polish stuff's cool. I like all the Polish stuff. They're awesome.
It's your new favourite army.
I know, it's our new favourite army. We haven't played with it yet.
It's your new favourite army.
It's my army. Yes, you want to do rubbishy Russians. I'm doing Polish.
I've done the Chinese last battle.
Yeah, you did.
Surprising that.
Yeah, quite good. So, anywho, the anti-tank rifle, I have said this on many occasions. I think the anti-tank rifle is the extremely underrated weapon, because when you're doing early war, the anti-tank rifle can really make a difference.
Bust through anything.
Yeah, it can kill anything that drives around, because everyone's driving around more or less in light tanks and armoured cars.
And cavalry.
So they don't stand a chance against your anti-tank rifles. As long as you've got a couple of anti-tank rifles, you can actually take on heavy tanks. Heavy tanks for the period.
It's probably cost a bomb just to get one anti-tank gun anywhere.
Yeah, the anti-tank guns are quite expensive. I'll just have a quick glance at what is available for the Polish, given that it is the Polish. Right, you've got the Bofors 40mm anti-aircraft gun. Which is an anti-aircraft gun. It is also an anti-tank gun, because the Bofors were used as an anti-tank gun as well. That will put you back 72 points for a veteran gun, so that's quite expensive. 60 points for regular. You can get two of these for the price of one light anti-tank gun. So it's not a bad expenditure in cash, in points. Sorry. The actual normal Bofors anti-tank gun, which isn't dual firing, the 37mm anti-tank gun, the anti-aircraft guns are 40mm, I believe. That one will put you back 50 points for regular, 60 for veteran. I like that. That's okay. So it is slightly cheaper, but you can't fire it as an anti-aircraft gun. And given that you're going to be playing against Russians and Germans, you need an anti-aircraft gun. You're going to need a Bofors anti-aircraft gun in your army, and there will be some in our army too. Questions?
Questions. How many anti-tank rifles does an army get?
In the Polish army, every single section was actually issued with an anti-tank team. Although the anti-tank teams tended to be taken off, so you'd have a platoon of 3 sections, a support section with I think 2 light howitzers, and some mortars and stuff like that. 80mm mortars. I don't mean howitzers, I mean mortars. No, it isn't a technical name for mortars, they're just called mortars. Sorry. So you'd have 2 mortars in a team. And then you would have, I think, 3 heavy machine guns, or maybe 4, assigned to the platoon. And you could possibly have a light machine gun. Most of the light machine gun were taken by the cavalry, so they weren't used by the infantry, because they were mounted on motorbikes and sidecars. So the cavalry would ride around the battlefield with these little motorbikes and sidecars, and a guy hanging on the back of the sidecar with a machine gun in the air going it seems really random and weird, but it's true. That's what they did. Well, you try and fire a heavy machine gun from the back of a horse. You'd fall off, and the horse would get all scared and stuff, and you could hurt yourself.
I'll make it run faster.
Yeah, so typically, a platoon would have 3 rifle teams, 3 anti-tank rifle teams, and they would. So there's one for each section. So you could put one anti-tank team with every single infantry section, making your sections 21 men strong, which is awesome. So that is one of the things they did. But usually they would actually detach them and put them in one unit. So you'd have all 3 anti-tank rifles together, and they would all engage the same target at the same time, meaning whatever was driving across the battlefield died. You imagine 3 anti-tank rifles hitting an armoured car. Say one shot misses, one shot goes through the driver's throat, the other one goes through the loader's, the machine gunner's abdomen. That car's out of action.
Yep.
Reload, target the next armoured car, shoot. Same thing happens. Reload, target is the light tank, the little German light tank with its little machine guns and no armour whatsoever. That's a dead driver and a dead gunner. Unbelievably rapid fire death for the German army, or the Russian army for that matter. Anti-tank guns, you see, the bolt action has an amount of shots you can fire per turn, and because a turn is a very, very short amount of time. However, anti-tank guns are all limited to 1 shot per turn. The Bofors fired, I think, 30 rounds a minute.
Is that?
Yeah.
That's a lot of bullets.
The Japanese anti-tank gun in the main 37mm Japanese anti-tank gun, that could fire about 16 rounds a minute. The Russian anti-tank gun could fire, I think, about 30 again.
So everybody had an anti-tank gun?
I'm on about the actual anti-tank guns rather than the rifles. The Russian anti-tank rifle, you could slot a box on the top and it could actually fire bang, 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 bang.
A machine gun?
Semi-automatic rifle, but it's an anti-tank rifle. So it's like an anti-tank machine gun. Really powerful. And they were used to shoot down planes. They were very good at shooting down aircraft. The Russians discovered that in their panic in the opening days of Barbarossa. You know, you've been completely overrun, the Germans are bombing you, so you just fire your anti-tank rifle, yeah, the German plane falls out of the air, because it's an anti-tank round going through a wooden metal structure. With no actual armour, so you're going to do horrific damage to an aircraft if you hit it. Plus the aircraft travelling towards you at 300 miles an hour. Your bullet is going 700 miles an hour. That's 1,100 miles an hour
one dead
impact. That's a disintegrating plane. You don't survive that. So they were used as anti-aircraft. So you can always use anti-tank rifles as anti-aircraft rifles, and you could always use anti-tank rifles as sniper rifles. Although, if you're going to use them as a sniper rifle, you can't say it automatically hits under 3. Because it doesn't get a scope or anything, so you would have to fire it as a normal rifle, but class it as a sniper rifle and automatically kill the target. That's the basic idea. Yeah. So that's it, that's all I've got to say. Any more questions?
No.
No? Oh, that's it then.
Brain span works.
Yeah, I know, mine doesn't either, it gets like that.
Yeah, it gets like that.
So that's the end of the video. Over to my trusty sidekick for his last talkings.
Why? You're going to like tip my YouTube channel?
No, your talkings, the talky stuff you do before
I thought it meant last talkings ever before we kick him off the YouTube channel and get a brand new compadre.
I don't know, does anyone offer? Nah, forget it. So yeah, that's it. Look out for the next video and go on.
If you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe, and comment down below any questions you have about Tank Hunter and any of your own opinions about it. That's everything from me.
And that's everything from him.
Bye.